Speaking to France 24, Mr Coveney argued the backstop provision was never meant to be considered as a constitutional issue for the UK as much as Brexiteers in the House of Commons set it out to be. The Irish Deputy Prime Minister claimed the Brexit insurance mechanism was agreed by Theresa May as soon as December 2017, a year before the Prime Minister presented it to MPs in her withdrawal agreement with the Brussels bloc. Mr Coveney said, "I think that some have turned the backstop into this political monster that it never was meant to be and doesn't need to be, and the facts don't bear that out. Effectively what the backstop is allowing a last resort mechanism or an insurance mechanism. In other words, if we cannot find a way of solving the border challenge on the island of Ireland through a comprehensive future relationship deal, and if there aren't a technological way of solving this problem, then the default or fallback position is what's called the backstop, which is an agreement that the UK would maintain regulatory alignment with the rules of the European Union's customs union and single market in the areas necessary to prevent border infrastructure. That agreement effectively has been in place with the British government since December 2017, long before the withdrawal agreement was signed off and it became formalised. An agreement within the withdrawal agreement. The irony of this, and unfortunately some have turned it into a constitutional issue in the United Kingdom, which it was never and is never about. This is about practical regulatory coordination and cooperation to prevent the need for border checks and the security operation that would be required to secure those, which everybody is trying to avoid. Brexit news. Theresa May agreed to Irish backstop in December 2017, claims Simon Coveney. Image Getty France 24. That agreement effectively has been in place with the British government since December 2017. Simon Coveney, but speaking to MPs on December 17, 2017. The Prime Minister made no mention of the backstop nor of alternative protocols to ensure no border checks on the island of Ireland will be put in place that would put Northern Ireland in a different customs position to the rest of the UK. In fact, the Prime Minister reassured the House and the DUP over the fundamental fact Northern Ireland would leave the EU's customs union and single market at the same time as the rest of the UK. She said, "We have been absolutely clear that nothing in this process will alter our determination to uphold the constitutional and economic integrity of the whole United Kingdom. And it was right that we took time last week to strengthen and clarify the joint report in this regard, listening to unionists across the country, including the DUP. First, we will always uphold and support Northern Ireland's status as an integral part of the United Kingdom, consistent with the principle of consent, as our Northern Ireland manifesto at the last election made clear. The government I lead will never be neutral when it comes to expressing our support for the Union. Second, we will fully protect and maintain Northern Ireland's position within the single market of the United Kingdom. This is by far the most important market for Northern Ireland's goods and services, and Northern Ireland will continue to have full and unfettered access to it. Third, there will be no new borders within the United Kingdom. In addition to no hard border between Northern Ireland and Ireland, we will maintain the common travel area throughout these islands. Fourth, the whole of the United Kingdom, including Northern Ireland, will leave the EU customs union and the EU single market. Nothing in the agreement I have reached alters that fundamental fact. Fifth, we will uphold the commitments and safeguards set out in the Belfast Agreement regarding North-South cooperation. This will continue to require cross-community support. And sixth, the whole of the United Kingdom, including Northern Ireland, will no longer be subject to the jurisdiction of the European Court of Justice. The backstop protocol has been at the heart of the political divide among both Brexiteers and Remainers in Parliament. Talks with the DUP are still ongoing to reach an agreement before the end of the Article 50 process. The Prime Minister is expected to present her deal before the House for the third time this week. If the deal is once again rejected, she is expected to request an extension to the EU.